market for a 1967 Ford Mustang, red with black interior, you need to come down and check out this awesome car at Coyote Classics. You can check it out on our website, coyoteclassics.com. This little 67 Mustang was restored absolutely beautifully, probably in the last 5 years, and still shows very well. You could take this car to any local car show and definitely bring home a trophy. It's a fantastic build and a really nice car. As we go underneath the hood, it's powered by a built 302 4-barrel engine. It's got a Holley carburetor on it, a polished aluminum intake, chrome valve covers, air breather, alternator. It does come equipped with power steering and power brakes, which is great. And the restorer did an absolutely gorgeous job on the jams on this car. So many people put a nice paint job on a car and they just don't do a very nice job in the hood and door jams and stuff. But the restorer did a great job on this car and did a great job painting the bottom side of the hood. This little 302 289 engine, I'm not sure, we didn't run the numbers exactly what it is, but it's got a Mallory ignition in it. It's got a new interstate battery. As we look at the inner fenders, the top of the inner fenders are absolutely perfect. Inside lip of the front fenders are painted professionally as well. Looks like it's got a newer radiator in it. Both inner fenders are really nice. A lot of times you'll see those boils and rust issues on the top of these inner fenders, but this one's never had that issue whatsoever. Enough about under the hood. Let's check out how nice this thing lines up. As we check out the top of the hood to the top of the fender, it lines up absolutely perfect. It's got a perfectly even gap from front to back. As we look at the front bumper, all the chrome on this car has been replaced during restoration. The chrome around the grill, the front bumper, the horse. This doesn't have the horse in the crowd. It just has the horse up front with a nice grill. The front balance is in fantastic shape. There's no dings, dents, nothing like that in that balance. As we scroll over the top of the fenders, there's no waves, dings, dents, nothing. I mean, absolutely gorgeous paint across the top of this hood to the top of the fenders. If you look up and down the sides here, we do have a nice even gap. The driver's side gap's just a little tighter than the passenger side, but still a nice gap. There's no alignment issue or paint issues there whatsoever. Fits very nice and flush to the top of the hood as well. When they did these headlight eyebrow pieces, they did an absolutely great job. I mean, this is all wet sanded and buffed inside here too. So a lot of people don't go through the detail on these cars to wet sand and buff these molded pieces, and this one did, and it looks fantastic. Now at the time right now we have 3 67 Ford Mustang coupes, and they're all red. All have a little different wheel combination. This one's got the torque thrust, one's got the style steel, and the other one has the Magna 500s. They're all 3 different prices, and they're all 3 different condition levels, you know, but in pictures they all look identical. You can't really tell the difference. So but when you come and look at all 3 of them in person, you're going to tell that this is the most crispest and cleanest one out of all 3 of them. Just an absolutely fantastic build, and you'll know that if you look around the corners and edges of this car and see how nice it was built. If we look up at the windshield, the dash pad looks great. The windshield's perfect. I don't see any chips or wiper marks there. As we look over top of the roof, laser straight, just like the top of the hood. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. The paint on the cowl is great. They did a really nice job. A lot of times they just don't get enough paint in these little fins here, these air vents, and you can usually see the old paint and stuff in there. This restorer did a great job with that. Got a really nice gap all the way across the front fender to door. way down here to the rocker. Mustang emblems, 289 emblems were all repaired or replaced during restoration. No bubbles, no blisters, no paint imperfections anywhere that I can see on this passenger side of this gorgeous Mustang. Corner of the door, rocker, lower quarter, all look super nice. As we go in here to the bottom of the door, top to front to back, top to bottom, the paint is excellent. It's got a new mirror on that, and it's got a remote mirror, and that's new on the driver's side as well. Some of the chrome that was not replaced was the chrome's got a little pitting here on the rear window, and then just this drip rail molding's got a couple little scuffs in it. Door handles were replaced during restoration. The body line is great here on both top and bottom, and we have a really nice gap from top to bottom on the door. A couple tiny little paint imperfections. There's like 3 little solvent pop pieces right here, just 3 tiny little dimples, and a couple more of those right down in here, very small. It's got front disc on the brakes on the front of it. It's got torque thrust all the way around, Firehawk tires. The tires have a ton of tread left on them. Behind the rear wheel is perfect, nice and solid. I don't see any paint chips there. I did leave the blinker on. I guess must have accidentally hit the hazards on the way out. But as far as the taillight chrome on this car, the taillight chrome's all replaced. All the quarter molding extension chrome, trunk lid chrome, gas lid looks nice. The rear bumper's new. The chrome pipes are nice coming out the back. Also check out the rear balance here. That was butted up nicely to the quarter panel. The chrome reverse lights, they're replaced with new rubbers and stuff around them. There is a little chip above the exhaust right there, just a tiny little paint chip. Other than that, the rear balance looks great. I'm gonna go in here and see if the hazards got pushed on. Got bumped when I got out of the car. As we look, and this is the quality of this car, guys. As we look up and down the sides, the paint quality on the car is excellent. The chrome quality is super nice. It's super straight. You can see your reflection anywhere in the car. Just a very nice Mustang. Not your typical driver, older restoration quality car. This is a really nice Mustang. Now, not only is the paint, body, and chrome beautiful on it, check this out. As we open up the doors, all new rubbers properly installed, door rubbers, the little bumpers, rubber stoppers. Check out the corner of this door. I mean, this is kind of why there's no bubbles or blisters in the door. I mean, the inside of the door jamb was painted very professionally, very clean. Again, if you're looking for a little red Mustang, 67s are probably one of the most popular years for these Mustangs. Inside door panel done super professionally. All the black is painted properly. New armrests, new window cranks, door block is all new. Door panels are new. Seat covers are done super professionally as well. They put all new padding in the seats, so us taller guys, 6'2", 6'3", you sit a little high in them. But I don't know if you can see this, but it's got all brand new bolsters in the seats, and they had it very professionally done. I don't see any wrinkles or anything in the seats. The seat backs are nicely tucked in there. Again, even back here, look whoever did these seats did a fantastic job. As we go in here to the back seat, it's got the nice chrome seat belts for 2 in the back. Carpet's new. It does have the Mustang rubber floor mats. Headliner was professionally done. There's no wrinkles or rips or tears in the headliner. The dome light works. Visors have been replaced and they're nice and tight. It does have a new mirror, rear view mirror. It's got some Sony Explode 6x9s in the back. Back seat was professionally upholstered, just like the fronts. Rear sail panels, back door panels were all painted as well. Very nicely done. As far as the jams go, we can see here there is a few little paint runs. I have them in wet sanded here in the jam, but as far as the shine on the jam is excellent. You can kind of tell the inside corner of the door here as well, and just the quality of it. It's all painted in here, red in behind the fender and everything. They went ahead and put all the new dome light sensor things in there. Inside the glove box is nice. They went ahead and put all new bezels in the dash, and also it's got a Grant GT steering wheel, and the horn works. Dash pad's great, bezels are nice. All the black looks great on the dash. It does have kick panels with some little tweeters here in the front, speakers. Let's see if we can figure this radio out a minute. Got a nice sounding Sony in it. It does have the disc brakes, as I mentioned up front. The lights work inside the shifter. You can see the lights working in there. Carpet's in excellent shape. So like I said, inside and out, this is a quality car. Runs nice too, guys. Like I said, a lot of power. I'm really excited about getting behind the wheel. Just driving it down here. I mean, this thing runs awesome, drives awesome. If we look up and down the driver's side, it's absolutely laser straight as well, super clean. The back of the car's chrome is fantastic. We didn't really talk too much about the trunk lid, but it fits nice here across the back. Nice paint all the way across the top of the trunk lid. I don't see any bubbles or blisters in the rear quarter area. Over the wheel well looks great. In front of the wheel looks fantastic as well. You can just tell in this paint it's got a really nice deep red shine to it. A nice luster. New handle, great gap, great lines. No bubbles or blisters that I can visually see here anywhere in the lower fender or doors. And really, guys, there's not much for chips on this paint either. I mean, I might have missed a couple, but all in all, I didn't really even see any paint chips on it. One thing I did notice when I came out here that we've got to correct is I do have a power steering leak. I think that that pump might be leaking a little bit. So driving out here, I've kind of lost. It's starting to get a little power steering whine to it. So when I get it back, that's one thing that we'll address is find out why that power steering is leaking a little bit and get that taken care of. It does have the factory door VIN. It's got the correct VIN on the inner fender as well. Corner of the door is magnificent down here. Never had any issues. As we open up this interior, I mean, this black interior is so inviting. I mean, you look at the front seats with the new padding and just everything tight and done so professionally. Just even in here with all the new rubbers and seals and felts and everything done in this door panel and door jamb area, it just looks great. Inside door panel is awesome. Like I said, all the black was painted very professionally. New door panels were installed, new scuff plates, new armrests. As we sit in here, like I said, the seats are nice and firm. Go ahead and shut that down. Heater fan works great. Works on all the speeds. I did just install a new sending unit, so the gas gauge works perfect. Temperature gauge works. We're right between cool and hot. Oil pressure, we got great oil pressure on it. It does have an aftermarket tack right here. I'm sorry guys about that power steering whine. It didn't do it when I left the shop. I went and stopped and got a little gas in it, and I noticed that we had a little leak in that power steering, and so it's a little low right now. Alternator gauge works. Tach works great. We're running about 900 RPM at an idle. I don't really know what else to say about it. I mean, look at these visors and stuff. They're super tight. I mean, I love that you have to actually pull the visor down. It's not flopping down in your face. The rear view mirror is good. So we're gonna go ahead and take this car for a drive. The only thing that I can see that really needs to be done in this car is we got to fix that power steering leak. And other than that, man, it's ready to drive to your next show. Sounds awesome. It's fast. Right now we're pretty lucky because both 67 red Mustangs we have in stock right now both have very peppy 4-barrel V8s in them, nice exhaust. Transmission shifts nice and firm as well. Kick down on the tranny works great. The car needs no alignment. It's got the disc brakes in the front. Power disc brakes. Alignment is perfect. It was nice and straight down the road, I'm sorry. Brakes work nice too. Got a nice full pedal there. This is a great Mustang, guys. I wouldn't be afraid to fly in and drive this Mustang home. Spent a lot of money spent on it, inside and out. Idles down nice as well. Tranny shifts into third at 60. I mean, this thing just rolls. This car is super fast. I don't know if you noticed that also, but we're flying down the road and it's not vibrating. There's not no loud rear end noise. I mean, this car is fantastic. Speedometer shows we're doing about 67, 68, and we're going 3,000 RPM, so that's kind of what you got for a rear end in it. As far as our power disc brakes, there's no pull left or right. Check that out, man. That is a smooth stop. It's got a nice sound inside the car. It's not radical, but it just reaches out to somebody, lets you know you're coming. Great car for the money, guys. Check it out, coyoteclassics.com. There's going to be a full array of pictures for you to look at as well. So